I am Josh.
I am Banks.
This is Out Places.
Going
Bye.
viral. Hey, Josh, what is a business plan?
It's a plan to do business.
All right, so what exactly is that? I mean, tell me, if you can.
Of course I can. It's how your business will run before you actually run it.
Okay, so basically it's the screenplay before the movie.
Exactly. The only difference is sometimes you go off script and you have to adjust. But yes, it's the initial script. It's the initial screenplay. Absolutely.
Okay. So, so I do not think I know much about business. However, I've been put into this predicament, and let me explain it to you. So I'm a part of a board, and I've been elected on the board to be the spearhead for the creation of the business. Basically, it's not business. It's what we're going to do, and we get this much money, and we can do this with the budget, and we're starting from scratch. So, foundation, and I don't get paid for this, and all I am is just a decision maker, or figure out wait is the way to get into the transition, to get to the spot we want to get to get the ball moving. And I have found like I have been so fulfilled by being a part of this, like making the decisions. Like, I mean, if I need to make a decision, I'll make the decision, find all the options, make the decision.
So you're enjoying it. You're enjoying the creation of this business plan.
Yeah. It's not business; it's government. So it's an entity, and we're not there to make money. We're there to take the budget and work within the budget. You know. Now,
which is a business. Yeah, it's okay. It could be a government business.
However, yeah, there is an output. We need to get this, X, and it's not money. It's not like we're selling widgets or anything like that. And I have found myself like, and I'm working with other people, and I found myself, what's the problem? What's the solutions? Make a choice, move on. And then we revisit it until we can check it off the list. And it's just this constant, I love it. I absolutely love it.
That sounds like fun. Absolutely. For solving problems. I love that. Although I would recommend, here's the number one mistake I see business plans make, or business people make. They don't start at the top. They don't start with the destination, let's say. They do look for problems, and they find them because there's problems everywhere. But they forget to figure out where they're going first. Like, what is the ultimate mission, destination, vision? So I assume you guys have that already, and you're just working through how to get there. Yeah.
And it is written down somewhere.
It's somewhere. I like that, somewhere. It should be plastered on your head, man.
I know. I will have to dig that up. I got to make a note of that. You're right. Always have the end goal in mind.
Yeah, because maybe you're not solving the right problems. Have you ever thought of that?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We only know if yeah, you're right. I don't know. And I'm okay with saying I don't know. When I come to a situation, I'm like, what are my options? And I don't know the answer. I try to say, find the answer, find 5 answers and come back to me. So we need to know what our mission statement is, and then keep that in mind during the whole thing.
Or the ultimate vision. Because here's the cool part. If you know where you're going, right? Let's say New York. We're in Florida. We want to get to New York. The how, solving the problems of how to get there, that's obvious. That's simple. Like we know we just have to go north, right? There's no question. As long as we keep heading north, we're going to run into New York. It has to happen. Now, if we crawl, we can do somersaults, we can do cartwheels, we can swim there. All that's irrelevant. Those are all the problems and the how and how do we do this? Oh, our car broke down. Now what do we do? Oh, we hop on the train. It's just, if you don't know New York as your destination, though, all you're going to do is you're going to keep fixing the same car and go in the wrong direction, or you're going to end up like, I don't know, you're going to end up in France.
Right.
And it's all for naught.
Yeah.
So absolutely, man. Yeah. Don't solve the wrong problems.
So are there any wrong problems? It's just not our problem. I mean, is there a problem? I mean, is that what we're doing? We're not doing problems, are we?
Well, you mentioned you were solving problems. Like, you have a problem and you work out a solution, and which is logical.
I guess so. We want to get here, and to get there, we got to tackle this. We got to tackle that. I don't know if these are are these problems? I think I'd mentioned this in the past. When I built my house, and when I built it, I ran into every obstacle, and I realized that when I hit an obstacle, the best thing was to do was roll instead of bounce. And what I mean by bouncing is, if you hit an obstacle and you bounce, you're getting farther away from where you want to go. Right. And by bouncing, I would get mad and upset and cuss and like, I'm going to show that. I'm going to show the county that. And then when I realized if I just rolled with it, I hit it, and I go, okay, let's think of this a different way. And I finally found a way to get around the obstacle. And that was the most important lesson I learned from building this house. And also I created an incredible friendship with it. Not with the house. I mean, all right, I love you, house. No.
Yeah. Don't disparage the house so fast. Have you ever considered tickling the obstacle? Like getting in there and like a little coochie goo and let it go, whoo, and it runs away and it's not there anymore?
That would mean tickling. Well, I look at that as making fun of the obstacle, or making fun of the person that's stopping you from where you want to go.
No, just find a humor point, find a tickle point, and let them go, ooh, right? And then let me tell you, the power of humor, man. I still think tickling the obstacle is a viable option. Yes, you can go over it, you can go under it, you can go around it, you can bust through it. But why not tickle it first? Give it a shot.
Okay, so tickle it. How do you get through it when you're tickling it? It wiggles and you can like distract it or something? I mean, how do you tickle? You're saying bringing humor to the whatever you have in front of you.
Not just humor, emotion. Build an emotional connection with that obstacle. I use tickling as an example, but it's a way to, you'd be surprised how much emotion can move things.
All right, now this comes from a guy that does not like emotion because it gets in the way of productivity.
Unless I use it as a tool to get what I want. I didn't throw that caveat out the last episode.
You did not. You did not. I agree. Do bring humor to life as much as you can. Yes. Yeah. I have, though, as I've gotten older, realized that there are times to use humor and there's times not to. However,
so when is the time not to use humor? Now I'm curious. This might have to be an entire episode in itself. I don't know. Never mind. We can come back to this on a different note.
when not to use humor. You know what? I'm glad we can come back to that one because I have nothing on hand. I think that what I use always, I try to use always, and it works, is kindness. So if I use kindness in anything, I went to a irrigation store and I wanted this one guy behind the counter, and that guy wasn't there. It was another guy, and I asked the guy, "Hey, is my guy here?" And he goes, "No." And I said, "This is what I need," and I explained to him, and this guy was not making it easy for me to tell him what I wanted, or easy. He was definitely an obstacle. I got the feeling that he didn't want my business. I mean, if you want someone's business, you're going to bend over backwards for them to get whatever. And I felt an obstacle, and I thought, no, I'm just going to be kind. And I had to pull back. I had to monitor myself and realize, you know what, this is me. He doesn't know it. He's doing the best he can. I've got to get around this obstacle by going to a different store. So.
Yeah. So basically, you could have tickled him with kindness. It's the same thing, right?
All right.
It's
I
using
see
emotion. Yeah. Yeah.
I see your point. So you're thinking that if you make them laugh, whoever, the situation lighten up or emotional, that it's easier for you to get through.
Yeah. In fact, let me put it into a different analogy. Instead of looking and seeing him as an obstacle, which immediately makes him an adversary, what if you looked at him like a big old teddy bear? What if you just wanted to hug him and cuddle with him and say, I love you and you're such a nice person? I bet you could have changed his demeanor to one where he'd be willing to help you. Ah, see?
Tickle the teddy bear. Thanks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going. Take it, Josh.
Sure. Of course.